That's a good point.
We had a question right here. Why don't you come on up?
So as a 14-year-old Puerto Rican girl that goes to an all-girls school on the Upper East Side, I was curious what your opinions are on girls of color that don't support other girls of color in speaking their opinions on intersectional feminism, and how do you think that that's something that could be changed in this generation?
That's an excellent question. It's a shame. I mean, to paraphrase, there's a special place in hell for girls of color. But no, in all seriousness, I think that there needs to be a special sort of sisterhood and camaraderie that needs to be sort of fertilized and nourished among not only all women, but also specifically among girls of color, to try to be especially supportive of one another, because your perspective on the world is a little bit different, and the challenges that you face are unique, and it's not necessarily generalizable to everyone else. And so you need that special support system. You need that space where people can understand your specific challenge and perhaps can give you some support and guidance. And even if they can't help you overcome, they can at least be that ear for you, that soft space that you need in order to be able to navigate it. So how to sort of make that happen if it's not there, just know that if one person isn't that person for you, that's not the only person in the world. You can find someone else, I am confident, who can be that person for you. Just don't let that one person make you believe that it's not possible to have that support, because I guarantee you that you'll find that support system out there if you keep looking.
I think one of the challenges of being a woman of color generally is that you spend a lot of your energy educating people, right? And so I would say if you feel, and I don't know that it's a good thing, because some days I'm just not up for educating people, but I do think if you feel that there's someone who does not support other young women of color, then you have two options. You can sort of cut them off, or you can say, maybe this is a person who I need to educate. I need them to understand what we have in common, that maybe this person is worth, bringing into a wider circle, especially if we're talking, you're 14, I don't know where she went, you're 14, there you are, you're 14, so if you're talking about other 14-year-olds, for many, they don't know what intersectional feminism is, right? And so, you might be doing them a tremendous favor by sort of saying, this might sound more complicated than it is. This is what it really is, and this is why we need to support each other. To me, and you guys can correct me, sometimes it feels like there's a lot of intention in dividing people, right? Because if everyone all got together, then you'd suddenly have this bigger team that you had to deal with. So I would argue with, maybe that's a person worth educating and explaining how you see the world and listening to how they see the world. Because I think that might be a worthwhile investment of your time. We have time for one more question. Why don't you come up?